If you are going into 2026 and still struggling to find consistency within your trading, it is not your strategy. It is the framework that you have built around your strategy that is making you fail over and over again. It's not rocket science. You're likely failing because you aren't tracking your mistakes, you're not refining, and that is enabling you to not see improvements month on month. In this video, I'm going to break down the 8 tools that I use to perfect my strategy over time and make sure that you go into next year in the best way possible. The best part is the free templates that I use will be given away for free in this video. Link in the description to my Discord. Join that and get involved. They will be in there for you guys. FX Replay, the best backtesting tool on the market. I've used it so much. I'm currently on the monthly subscription with this, and it is going to cost a bit of money. If you're on the lower time frames, you're going to have to backtest on FX Replay. The reason why is on TradingView, you can see here, you can go back historical bars, and if you buy a plan, you can go back on the replay tool. But this is going to be a little bit more expensive if you want to go back further. So I'd recommend that if you want to go back to do journaling live, you can obviously use the Essential, which is quite good. I use it and it's more than enough for me. But backtesting is better on FX Replay. I mean, it's the best tool on the market. Now, I'm not trying to sell this. I've got no link in the description or anything. This is purely what I use, and this is just so good. Because what do you want before you go into the live market? You want to backtest your strategy. Now, to get a complete system, you can just use the FX Replay analytics to see that. But I personally put it into my own overall sheet. This sheet's going to be available. And this just really shows you that putting your data in something that you can then refine. So you can see here all the wins in the year, all the losses in the year. And I've done this backtesting for the last 4 years. Really, I'd recommend 2 to 3 years to start with. This is just going to enable you to feel confident in your strategy. And once you feel confident in your strategy, only then can you start looking at buying prop firms. So the first thing is making sure that you backtest. If you do want to do it on TradingView, if you're on the higher time frames, I recommend you probably get an Essential. You can go back a couple of years for that. I wouldn't really recommend going on these higher plans. I think they're not really worth it unless you're like a big trader that looks at a lot of different things and a lot of different charts. But yeah, FX Replay, great tool there. Then getting your data into something that is proven that over the long term, you can keep going back to and refining. This is obviously the perfect scenario of your data, which isn't going to be reflected in the live market, but at least it gives you a framework to work off. Only then would I recommend you going into prop firm match. Then you're going to have so many questions about which prop firm's the best. I get so many questions. And look, I say it's different for everyone. Go onto prop firm match and have a look at the criteria that you're looking for. You can filter for all these different things. You can see that in a minute. They got a lot of Christmas deals on, but let's just say you want to look at a prop firm and you want to understand everything about them. This is the best place because you can click on a prop firm. Let's go on Funding Pips, for example. You can see verified funded reviews. You can also look at all the different challenges that they offer and see and select if they are worth it for you. And you can also see up-to-date announcements if they change rules. So all these different things are going to allow you to feel confident in picking the best prop firm for you at this moment in time. They've got all the rules, consistency scores, everything. This is the best place to pick. Now, going onto one website is fine if you're very confident in your happy to buy account, but otherwise I wouldn't really bother there. I would just stick to using prop firm match to refine exactly what you're looking for. And look, you could spend half an hour to an hour just looking at different prop firms, but at least you know once you've picked that prop firm that they're the best prop firm. After picking your prop firm, if you're still a little bit unsure about how you're going to approach the prop firm challenge, link in the description to my free PDF that explains how I would personally attack a prop firm challenge and how to get funded, how to keep funding, because a lot of traders just want to go through challenges and just fail until they magically pass. This isn't the casino. We're here for a structured approach to tackle things in the right way and overall save us money in the long run, because the more we put into challenges, the less we have for our lives, and we want to make sure that we're getting the payouts we need and also maintaining funded accounts. After that, what we're looking to do is you've picked the prop firm, you've done the back testing. Now, if you are going to buy multiple challenges, the next thing I recommend is Traders Connect. Traders Connect is huge. This is the best thing to ensure you don't make mistakes on selecting 10 different entries. Because I trade with so many prop firms, I need to buy a lot of accounts. You're looking at $10 an account here. Again, it's going to cost money. You can do this without paying. Don't get me wrong. You can have 5 to 10 accounts. I've done it before, setting trades on every single one. Even as a swing trader that takes on average 1 trade a week, this is very long to do. If you're going to take 10 different entries, never mind if you're trading every day, you need a tool like this. But look, trading isn't free. And this is the thing that traders don't understand. You've got to invest first in things externally before you can make money internally. And you just got to see it as a business expense. FX Replay, TradingView, it's all going to cost a little bit of money. So you can see here, they pretty much allow you to trade with every single platform. You can also copy between platforms as well. So it's really good. And look, this is the best thing. I've seen different places that have different stuff. Prop Firm Match also have a Prop Firm 1, but that's nowhere near the level that I think is ready to be launched yet. So yeah, I was previously using that, but I have to come back to Trusty Traders Connect. This is just the best way to facilitate your trading, really. So that is that. Very, very important now, before we even take a first trade. So already you've gone on 5 or 6 different things. You've backtested your strategy. Now you're ready to start in the live market. I recommend journaling. Journaling is more important, probably, than previous backtesting results, because at least then you can learn in live time. There's nothing like learning in live time. Backtesting only shows you a certain criteria. You don't get a feel for the fundamentals. You don't get a feel for big movement spikes and actual different liquidity providers on different prop firms. I'm also going to give this away for free, and this Trello is going to be here for everyone to use. This is the full year, and I've tested every single day. You can go on any trading day, and I've written up for the day all the news, and this is why traders become profitable, because they track everything. Because I can go back through any period and understand how I was feeling in a certain moment. Every single weekly outlook is available here as well for the year. So you can just see there like how disciplined you have to be to actually see results. And this is the hard work, the admin work that traders don't want to do. And if you are just finding yourself thinking that you're better than this, that's the reason why you're not profitable. Like, to have that ego to feel like, yeah, I don't need to actually journal anything. I remember everything's in my head. I've been there, I've done it, I thought I was better, but when did I end up doing this? When I realised that that was necessary to become profitable. This is more important than your first payout. This is more important than passing a challenge. Traders don't want to hear that, but the fact is, yeah, this allows you to keep your funded accounts. And traders that don't keep their funding, a lot of the time, is because they don't actually track every single trade. And it's the hard work, it's the work that people don't want to do because it's not fun and it's tedious. But look, that's what gets you results at the end of the day. As for this, you can put in all your trades, which is fine. You can see it more from an aesthetic point of view on the charts, but I will also give this away, the live data sheet. Tracking everything on an Excel spreadsheet is really, really good as well because it allows you to see things through data perspective. This isn't really data, this is just purely charts and writing. So I like splitting my things up separately. And here you can see, this is the year that I've had so far. I've tested last year as well in the live market. You can see everything's there. So we have back-tested results, we have live results, everything's here. And I'll be giving this to you going into next year as well. Something like this, I'll obviously annotate it before we send this out. Just going to be able to just see there everything for the year. You can't hide from your results. You relish in the fact that you own the losses. You own these periods because only then can you start working on it. And this is the thing about trading, is that your ego's going to have to drop a lot. You're going to be humbled so much by the market. And only when you actually decide the market's in control and you just follow along is the time that you'll start making results. So that's the next thing I recommend, live data. Now, the final couple of things, and these are just small things. And this video seems simple, and this is the thing, like it sounds like it could be for beginners, but you're probably quite deep in your journey, 3, 4, 5 years in, and there's probably at least 2 things here that you're not doing out of all of these. And that's why, if you do these, you'll see the results. Like, I'm not just saying this, it just sounds like I'm being simple, but it's not. Last couple of things here to help you out. Position size calculator. This is obviously helpful. If you are copy trading or if you're not, doesn't really matter. This allows you to set the right position size. For example here, if we just go on an EU trade, this is on my FX book. I'll also link this in the description. Let's have a look at a 100k account and you want to risk 1% on a challenge and your stop loss is 30 pips. It will just calculate there the lot size you need to use. So that's really good as well. That is just the thing I use every single time I set a position because I'm not playing guesswork here. This is just a simple website to use that just helps. And the thing about trading is you need these extra little things. Even if this is free, but if you're paying for stuff, it just aids in the overall performance and the stress factor goes down because if you have something that tracks your position size, if you have something that tracks your copy trades across different accounts, this just allows you to feel more settled in the market and it's less work for you. So you can spend more time doing the things that are important, like the journaling, like the tracking, all that different stuff. Finally, this is something that I recommend for everyone, regardless if they are a fundamental trader or not. Because look, 99% of us aren't. We're not fundamental traders, but we need to know what news is coming in because prop firms have rules. And this isn't just me saying, oh, we need to look at the news because we need to understand it. Whether or not you need to understand it, if you're a lower time frame trader, you need to be out before news. And if you are a higher time frame trader, you need to make sure, even if you are trading prop firms and there's rules set that you're not getting in between 2 minutes before or after news or 5 minutes before or after news, whatever the rule is set. So make sure you've got this up as well. Understanding what news is in. Obviously this week, we're coming to the last week of the year really. We haven't really got too much news, so it's nice. If you want to decide what currencies you like to track and what you trade, you can obviously filter all of this. High impact, medium impact, low impact, bank holidays, and then pick the type of news that you want to actually have. But I like having most of it. The low impact, I don't really have too much, but I will look at it at the start of the week. And apart from that, that's really it. If we go back to the Trello, and if you want to know the ins and outs of everything, you can go onto YouTube and refine it. I'm not here to discuss the ins and outs of like how to do a Trello board. I'm going to give you the template, and that should be more than enough for you to work on. So yeah, use your own initiative and do things your way. Don't copy what I do exactly, because that's not going to necessarily work for you. That is a blueprint of everything I use to make my trading a lot easier. And if you use all these going into next year, it will save you time. It'll actually make you work harder, and it'll make you work more efficiently without feeling like you need to do loads of extra work when it isn't really necessary. You need to be able to do the backtesting results, get the live market refined, trade properly in the live market with good psychology, and if you do slip, you can track it all, and then you can see where your faults lie, and then you can work on it. Look, we're going to go into the new year. We're going to smash the new year. We're not going to let these excuses that we had this year and the previous year come into this year, because it's a different year. It's a brand new, fresh start, and you need to make sure you're on top of things. So wishing you guys the best going into next year. Take care. See you later. Peace.